Hey, bourbon family, welcome back to Whiskey Phoenix, where smooth is optional and fire is mandatory. Happy Saturday, family. How are we doing? I have returned from my whiskey weather barrel pick down at Augusta Distillery yesterday, and I have to say, I had a absolute blast. The group of people were just fantastic. This newbie couldn't have asked for a better experience, being the first time I ever got to do a barrel pick. But we're not here to talk about that today, fam. And before we go any further, I am not a paid sponsor. My content does not promote or sell alcohol. If you drink alcohol, you must be 21 years of age or older. I just so happen to love talking about my passion, and it just so happens to be bourbon. Okay, fam, we've got that nonsense out of the way, and I am here with a bourbon review. And what came up on the wheel of whiskey today, you ask? The 1792 12 year. Now, this bottle I won from J. Pours and Mrs. Pours. So I know that it's been a long time coming. I think I got this back in, fam, let's see, maybe like December. But again, I'm just doing this stuff with, spinning the wheel of whiskey and letting it decide for me. I mean, I guess honestly, if I wanted to, instead of spinning the wheel of whiskey, I could just go in my only drams. I did take some time to get that updated and cleaned up a little bit. I kind of let that fall to the wayside. But I'm having more fun with the wheel of whiskey. And so, like, if I want only drams to do something for me, it's like pick my pour for the night. But then my luck would be it's like, oh, it's one that, you haven't done a review on yet. So anyway, all right, fam, let's get into this nose. Fam, for the nose on this, for me, this comes across a little bit sweet. I'm getting some vanillas, some caramels, and even a slight hint of honey. Now, the 1792 aged 12 years comes in at a very friendly MSRP of, I saw it anywhere from 60 or 50 to $60. The downside was doing some research. The mash bill is undisclosed. Now we know this is from, memory serves me correctly, since I saw it down there, the Sazerac company. Yep. Barton's distills it. In the mash bill, I couldn't find anything on it. The best that people were saying in my research that I could find is it's undisclosed, but it's assumed to be 74 to 75% corn, 15 to 18% rye, and 8 to 10% malted barley. Again, age 12 years. Let's see how this tastes. Fam, for me, on the palate, this is slightly sweet. The fingers on this are pretty good for this being 96.6 proof. Um, it's got a little bit of viscosity to it, but I think it's more creamy for me. Um, it's actually a little warm on the palate as well. And I think that's because I feel like on the side of my tongues, I'm getting like some rye spice, but I'm also getting some caramel, some oak, and then on the very back end, trying to creep in is like a hint of chocolate. The finish for me on this is short, the medium short. I mean, it's not lasting very long. I mean, it's still kind of there, but it's not really talking to me a whole lot on the finish. And on the finish, I'm really just kind of getting like a slight oak and vanilla. Now, fam, for this to be at a great price point, for it to be 2 years, almost, close to 100 proof at 96.6 proof. And like I said, the MSRP on this being, really friendly at, that $50 to $60 range. I'm not disappointed in it. I do happen, I've only had one other 1792. Um, and it was just their Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This one just is the same, but aged 12 years. But for me, fam, on the Whiskey Phoenix rating scale, this is going to come in at an ember. And I know that sounds a little rough, but for me personally, this is barely alive. I think for a 12-year, what I'm looking for is to have just a little bit more complexity to it than what this one has. And I think it falls just a little bit short for me personally. Fam, have you had the 1792 12-year? If you have, drop in the comments and let me know what you think. Again, a huge shout out to J Pours and Mrs. J Pours for sending me this bottle, and I was lucky enough to, you know, have a waffle win finally. Fam, I hope you enjoy the rest of this Saturday. And as always, please drink responsibly. And remember, stay sharp, stay burning, rise again, and I will see you in the next one.